I'm happy to welcome up next from Hartwell, Georgia, we have Miss Julie Sayer. Julie, it's fantastic to have you on here again. How are you this evening?
Hey, I'm good. How are y'all?
I'm doing good. Can't wait to hear what you got for us this evening.
Hey, yeah. So good. If you're on here and you're from my page, thank you for joining me. And we're just going to go ahead and enter into a time of worship. So here we go. You hold my every moment. You calm my raging seas. You walk with me through fire.
Great song. Lovely time of worship. Glad to have you on here this evening. It's always so great to hear you sing worship. What's the next song you have for this evening?
We got Goodness of God.
Awesome.
Awesome.
For your mercy never fails me. All my days have been held in your hands. From the moment that I wake up until I lay my head, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. All my life you have been faithful.
So if you could tell us just a little bit about your testimony in a few minutes.
In a few minutes?
Yeah, just in a few minutes, if you could tell us a little bit about you and your testimony and everything.
Yeah, hey guys, my name is Julie Sayer. I am from Georgia, and my music page is Julie Sayer Worship. I also have a spot on YouTube, Instagram, Apple Music, let's see, I'm trying to think, TikTok. So I really, well, let me start my testimony. So I grew up in church, and I really knew the right things to do, but after college I lived with my grandparents, and they were both in their 90s, and honestly just seeing them like on fire for God, and me seeing like the everyday life that they lived and the walk that they had, that is what like really opened my eyes to show me that it's not about religion, but it's about a relationship with Jesus, and that you can be on fire for God like until the very end. So my grandparents are really what brought me to Christ, and after I got saved, I just really had a heart for people who were especially like lonely or hurting, and I just really felt like this call to spread the hope of Christ. So that's what I hope to do through my music, is just to spread the hope of Christ. So
Awesome. You have another song for us this evening?
yeah.
Jesus.
fantastic medley there. Great songs.
Thank you.
You have another song for us? One last song for us tonight?
Yeah. I worship you, Almighty God. There is none like you, and I worship you, O Prince of Peace. That is what I long to do. I give you praise, for you are my righteousness. I worship you, Almighty God. There is none like you. I worship you, Almighty God. There is none like you. I worship you, O Prince of Peace. That is what I long to do. And I give you praise, for you are my righteousness. I worship you, Almighty God. There is none like you. There is none like you.
Amen. There is none like you, God. It's been wonderful having you here this evening. Thank you for sharing with us. Hope you have a blessed evening this evening.
Thank you, guys. See you later.